Howdy ho, everybody. I was just saying that in my head. Apparently, Sandra put that in the comments, and there you go.
Of course, it's gonna sound like Mr. Hanky.
Of course, that's the whole point.
Whatever.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
What's happening? Sunday Live Haul. Back to our regularly scheduled Sunday programming and whatnot. Regular time, regular place.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Don't act like you're a nerd.
Oh, come on now. Everybody knows that one. At least the old people.
The real old people. What is happening, everybody? I'm Katy. This is Vikki, a.k.a. Victoria, a.k.a. trying to act like she's a geek that secretly hates all of us, a.k.a. my fiance. More like mocks us, I would say.
Yes.
So I've been wanting to watch Space Force, the new show on Netflix, and I started it, and it's like she basically didn't look at it at all. She looked at her phone the whole time. I think I got through 12 minutes of it before she like rolled over to go to sleep because we were in bed. And I was like, you didn't even give it a chance. Come on.
I did.
No, you did not.
There was a chance.
You even said you weren't watching.
There's a chance given.
There was
That's
no
why
chance.
you made it 11 minutes.
No chance given. There was no chance given, you guys. Yeah, you're not necessarily the most open-minded to trying new things, are you?
Nope.
Anyway, I try, guys. I try, okay? I tried to tell her, listen, you didn't like Schitt's Creek at first, or you weren't really that into it.
Neither were you. We both ended up loving it.
No, I liked it. I just never sat down and like actually got into it. And when I finally did, I was like, I'm gonna love the show. But anyway, you gotta give stuff a chance sometimes, guys. You gotta give stuff a chance.
It's true.
Anyway, so yeah, so it's Sunday Live Haul. We've got our numbers to show you guys as usual. Break down the numbers. We'll see who beat who. I mean, we all know that Vikki pretty much beats me 49 weeks out of the year. Every once in a while, I do pull out ahead of her a little bit. Could this be the week that happens? See,
Key Lime Kissa said space the final front snore. I'm with you.
Come on, Space Force. It has so many great people in it. Steve Carell. It's like Lisa Kudrow. I mean, there's like John Malkovich. There's so many like awesome people in it. Anyway,
so
whatever.
Sandra asked a question about Schitt's Creek. We've actually watched the entire series. We binged the entire series in about 2 weeks, and we're super sad that it's over. We watched the first 5 seasons, and I think season 6 is the one that's out now, and we can't get it anywhere because we don't have cable.
You have to. It's like
not on Hulu, and I'm not paying for it.
Like you can get it on Hulu Live if you pay like $52 for the per month. It's like $52.99 per month. Or you can go on like iTunes and Amazon and pay like per episode
$2 an episode or something.
And
yeah,
we're not there.
We're gonna wait until season 6 ends up somewhere free, like Hulu or Amazon. But we did watch the entire series in 2 weeks,
and I would like to point out.
And I think David is my spirit animal.
My favorite's Moira. I would like to point out that this one over here went into a rage. A rage when I told her that was the last episode. She didn't have any warning.
I did not. I was very upset.
When I told her there are no more, she like flipped a table. She threw a vase through a window.
Oh yes.
Yeah, seriously, it was crazy. It was ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, so anybody who's been on the fence or had maybe only watched like one episode and hasn't really gotten into Schitt's Creek, seriously watch it because it is so good. And
listen, if it's something that Katy and I can both agree on, it's that good.
The thing is, it's really silly to start, which I really like silly. But as the show goes on, there's a lot more heart that comes into it, and there's some really amazing moments. There's
some good character development.
Cried during multiple episodes.
I did.
Multiple episodes.
I cry at everything.
So anyway,
it's always David. David made me cry.
Yeah,
he was very sweet.
He's really, really good. But I mean, Moira just makes me laugh a lot.
All right, so let's move on. Let's
you're not the boss of me.
I am right now.
You're not the boss of me.
What's on your lap?
Okay, so we got a package in the mail from Allison. I don't know if you've seen her in the chat yet.
I have not yet, but she could be there listening and then just pipe in.
She usually makes herself. Anyway, Allison, Big Drip Thrift, sent us like a week ago. She was like, "There's a package in the mail coming for you."
By the way, that's how you do box in a bag, right there, people.
Yeah, and
I feel like she had to blow dry it to like get the thing.
Right, this is like perfect.
Yeah.
And she did indeed send it cubic because she's up in Alaska, so sending a box down here to Nevada, if you don't use cubic, can be a little spendy. But anyway, she said she was sending a package. She claims. She promises, she claims, she makes reassurances that this is family friendly, so therefore we can open it on the show. She tried to trick me yesterday and tell me that I needed to put it in the refrigerator. So
we didn't put it in the refrigerator.
I said she tried to trick me yesterday and tell me that I need to put it out, and I was just like, okay. And then she was like, yeah, I'm just kidding. Because it came from Alaska. It probably sat in the truck in 120 degree weather for who knows how long. Like, now's the time to put it in the refrigerator. Anyway, so I don't know. Do you want to open it now or you want to wait till? She's there. She's there. Anyway, she says so. Allison, hi Allison. I guess we'll go ahead and open it now. Allison says she started watching old SCTV shows, same cast as Schitt's Creek but younger. Yeah, I mean, what's really funny about that, Allison, is I don't remember what we were talking. I think I was talking about them and just talking about them being from SCTV and about being Canadian, and she was like, "They're Canadian." And then I started listing off all these other. I'm like, Dan Aykroyd, he's Canadian. And I was like, John Candy, he's Canadian. Seriously, it was like every single.
Pay attention. It doesn't matter.
And so then, like a few days later, I'm like, Lance Morrison, did you know she's Canadian? She's like, of course, of course. And I'm like, well, you didn't know about all these other people. You didn't know Rick Grant, he's Canadian. Shut up. Oh man, ridiculous. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and open this up and see what's happening here.
Don't you use the scissors? You're gonna need scissors.
I'm gonna use my strength.
Keep going.
Let's see how many times. Let's see how many times this one over here can direct me how to live my life.
I can't.
I just had to come up with it on my own. That's all. What's happening here? Oh my goodness! Oh my! I think this is really it too.
It's because we wanted her to come and bring us some Alaskan shaved ice from the cold white north.
Now I'm assuming this is what's really in here, or is it a trick? Is it all a trick? Oh man, it's the
OG.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's the original Snoopy snow cone machine. Now, for those of you not in the know, Allison's up in Alaska, and last year she invested in a shaved ice truck.
Oh, there's a note on it.
And you might think to yourself, shaved ice in Alaska, but isn't that
who the heck's buying that?
But
apparently,
but shockingly, you might not know this, in Alaska, it can be warm sometimes. All right, there's a card on here, taped on here. Now you can have shaved ice anytime you want, or as the Hawaiians say, shave ice. And I've included some fun giveaway items, or keep them, I don't mind. What's in there? Is there something more inside of it?
Dear Katy and Vikki, it's on an eBay thank you card, and it says, you know how it says, your order made my day? She crossed it out and put, your videos make my day. She's so cute.
Look at that. She's got extra things
in here.
I shouldn't have read that, because what if I want to keep it all? I mean, I just seem like a jerk,
know, right?
Like a selfish ass.
You can be a jerk.
There you go.
Allison, you're so cute. Thank you.
There we go. Thank you. Is
that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, all right. So I think there are probably some giveaways, because Katie's not going to keep them, because I'm not going to let her. Although this one.
Are you effing kidding me right now, you guys? Somebody keep a tally. Somebody keep a tally. How many times is she trying to tell me how to live my life?
Look at this. It's spaceship kitties, and the dogs are running. I love this one. That's fun. I like that one.
Who's keeping a tally, guys? I count at least 3 right now. I just want you to know. Somebody be in charge. Sandra, you're in charge of how many times.
Oh, I don't know. Another one. See, Allison's good. She's mixing up the ugly cat shirts with the outer space stuff that Katy likes, which I think is hilarious. We've got the alien riding the kitten across the rainbow.
Oh,
That's good. That's good.
But the best part about this is that we can both wear them.
Oh, wait. They're
Twinsies.
matching.
You gonna wear them with me?
No.
You're so rude.
I love you, Allison, but I'm not wearing this ugly ass shirt.
Sandra says 10 million so far. I would like to note that Allison did lie to me, because I asked her if anything in the box would induce any eye rolling, and she said no. And I say that is a lie. Survey says
that is a lie. Oh, this is good. This is good. These are good ones. I think all of the ugly cat t-shirts are heinous, but some of them are better than others, and these are really funny. I like them.
Oh yeah, we're totally gonna make some snow cone.
And we are totally making snow cones.
Oh, and they're gonna have booze in them too.
Okay.
Anyway, see, that she's on board with.
All right.
Anyway, all right. So that was just a fun little opening to the show. Thank you, Allison, for the gifts. And remember, the theme of today's show is, how many times does Vikki try to tell me how to live my life? We're up to at least
we're up to
3.
three?
Right? Yeah, we're up to, I think 3. I mean, it could be that I just don't know this all the time anymore.
Tommy in Seattle says, Katie, my math doesn't go that high.
See?
Yep.
I think we're up to 3 or 10 million.
Well, Cheryl says they're gonna run out of fingers and toes before the end of the show.
All right, so should we go ahead and look at our numbers?
Yes. Did you do it? We want to see.
Did I?
Did you
beat Vikki this week? Let's see. Let's look at
hoping.
my numbers.
She was hoping.
I was hoping. Let's see what happened.
I don't know.
I think you do know. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and share the screen here. We will start with my numbers, guys. We're going to start with mine. All right, so this is ending yesterday. So this is just from last Sunday through to yesterday. I had 30 items go out from eBay, 21 from Etsy and Grailed. So I actually did pretty good as far as volume goes. 51 total items that I sold between 3 platforms. So that's pretty high for me. My total eBay gross sales, $1,873.43. My Etsy and Grailed combined, the gross was $1,128.31. So I just barely broke through $3,000 for the last week with $3,001.74 gross. My shipping.
Impressive.
Oh, are you impressed?
I'm impressed.
My shipping, $233.59. And my promoted listing fees were really low this week. Like, considering my sales numbers for eBay, my promoted listings for eBay it was only like $20-something, like $28 for eBay. So not a lot of my sales on eBay were from promoted listings, which I'm happy with. And and then those are all my final value fees broken down. My cost of goods, of course, tend to be a lot higher than Vikki's, because I do pay up a lot for a lot of the stuff that I get these days. So my total net sales after all my costs, $1,859.17. My gross average sale price, $58.86, which is it's okay. I liked my lowest amount that I like to do now is $60, but this is real close. Like I said, I sold a lot of things.
It's 60. I'll be like Teresa, round up. It's 60.
No, I like to try to get to 60, but not quite. $36.45 is my net average sale price. So I think I did pretty good this week. I'm happy I think now that I have 3 platforms, like hitting 3,000 in the week is kind of my goal. So if I can hit 3,000, I'm really happy. Anything below that, obviously I'm happy with, but not as excited.
All right.
So
fair.
Drum roll. Who thinks pick a 1, type a 1 in the chat if you think Katy got the most sales this week, and put a 2 in the chat if you think Victoria still managed to beat out Katy.
And I would like to. I want to actually address one of the questions in the chat. Vasquez Vintage, the girls want to know, did Etsy offsite ads, have your costs gone up? I'll answer for myself on that. I will say my sales have gone up, but my costs have not. I've actually only sold 2 items in the past 2 weeks from Etsy offsite sales, and the costs were like $5 and $4 for those 2 items. Yeah. But my sales have gone up. So whether it's bringing more attention to my store, bringing more traffic to my store, but it's not costing me anymore, so far I'm not upset with it. So one thing real quick, I've only sold 1 thing where I've been charged, so I don't know that it has.
But one thing that maybe you don't realize, Vikki, it's a little different than eBay's promoted listings, because if somebody clicks on an off-site ad and they come to your store and they buy something else, you still get charged for that. So any sales you've seen go up have nothing to do with your off-site ads, or you would have been charged. Because it doesn't matter if they buy that thing they clicked on. If they come to your store at all and buy stuff.
Okay.
So actually, you're just getting more sales.
I'm just getting more sales then. I don't know. What ifs?
So far, no, I have not, because I've only sold one thing since then. All right, guys. So we see some ones. We see some twos.
What one was I? What am I?
You're two.
Okay.
We see.
No, I see a lot of twos.
We see Liz being a smartass. I would also like to point out that part of the reason why I was pretty sure I was going to beat Vikki out this week is because she was doing lots of bitching and complaining about her sales going down.
They were, and
how bad her sales have been, and I'm like, oh,
wasn't bad.
I'm like, I got it in the bag.
I had 2 really bad days, 3 days actually that were really bad. But actually, most of that was last week. Yeah. Starting over this week was better.
Because the other day I was like, man, my sales are doing really good, and she's like, well, yeah, you're the only one.
Yes, because I say that all the time.
Anyway, all right, let's see what we got here. Okay, guys, you see my gross just over $3,000, and let's go to Vikki. Wah, 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 wah.
And I beat you again. So 49 eBay sales, 20 between Etsy, Posh, and Mercari. I actually had 6 on Etsy, 7 on Posh, and 7 on Mercari this week. Mercari has really been kicking it. Mercari is so easy to list on and so easy to ship that I don't mind that my average sale price on Mercari is a little bit lower than it is on some of the other platforms. I just kind of throw it out there very easily. Using List perfectly, it doesn't cost me any more or take any more time, really. So, yeah, I really like Mercari lately. I don't do as many big items. I originally thought I was going to sell only my hard goods on Mercari, and that's how I started off. And then the last 3 months, I've started cross-posting everything there. And guess what's selling? All my clothes. Clothing is selling on Mercari for me. And I didn't think I was going to put my clothing on there, but that's what's selling. So whatevs.
Can you really quick, tell Allison how many total outgoing orders you had?
69.
I just wanted to make sure she caught that. Okay, continue.
All right. So eBay gross $26.92.02. Etsy, Posh, and Mercari $883.08 for a total of $35.75.10 for the week. So between the two of us, we did 65, almost 60. We did about 6,600 this week in sales. So shipping $443. My shipping is always higher than Katy's because I do sell hard goods and I do ship some heavy items. I did not have a lot of international orders this week. Strangely enough, I generally have at least 5 to 10 international orders a week, and this week I think I had 2. Promoted listing fees, that includes my Etsy and my eBay, so it's $59.50 between the two. On Etsy, I had turned off my daily advertising budget. I'm not paying anything for daily advertising anymore. I'm only paying for the promoted listings that they have on Etsy that are mandatory. So eBay final value fees $295, Etsy fees $79.48. That's actually Etsy, Mercari, and Posh. Again, it's probably off by about $5 or so because Posh is higher, but I don't pay for shipping on Posh, so you know that helps there. So total cost of $876.98, cost of goods $302. My total net sales just under $2,400 for the week. My gross average sale price was just over $51, almost $52, which is pretty good. I prefer to be around $60, but my net average sale price is just about $35.
Very cool. Very cool. So as you guys can see, I'm a loser. Just kidding.
Wah, wah.
So Gnome and Frog are popping in saying if you sell sneakers, they sell well on Mercari.
I cross-post everything
and
there.
Plush.
Yep. I've actually sold several plush. Sneakers, I don't do a ton of sneakers, but yeah, I just cross-post everything. I have, I think, 600 or 700 items on Mercari, where I have a total of 2,800 items, but I've really just started cross-posting everything on Mercari.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to take my older items and cross-post them. I'm just not taking the time to do that. I'm just putting everything as I go forward.
Very cool. Very cool.
So this was an item. We didn't even. You're just like, let's get into it. Sorry. You changed the screen on me. Jeez.
Vikki is ready to show you what she sold this week.
Yes.
So and Vikki, I usually follow her lead. She sent me like 11 things that she wanted to show. And so I actually did some groupings because I had some multi-item orders, and also I grabbed a couple of things I had sold last week or the previous week, because we didn't show solds this last Sunday, and there were a couple.
I didn't know that was an option.
Well, you sent me like 11 things, for the love of God. Jeez.
Because I don't have a lot of a haul.
Anyway, so you have plenty of a haul. Anyway, so let's go ahead and Vikki, what did you sell?
So this was one that I had picked up in a bulk purchase. One of my bulk purchases I made because we weren't able to source. I had purchased about 250 items from a seller in California. This was one of them. It actually had a rip under the arm, and having a fantastic lister who also happens to be a seamstress has been a saving grace, because she was able to fix it and repair it for me very easily. And so I sold this. I took a best offer for $85. It's very nice when someone gives you a best offer for $9 less than your listing price. So $85, and it went to Canada. Really pretty dress that was right around the lines of what they sell for. I had it listed for maybe a week. It's just a really pretty pattern and color.
That's awesome. I love having Crystal and sew stuff, because I sent 2 jackets with her last week. And there's one jacket that like I had bought and I was really excited about it. And then I got it home and it had a huge rip along the seam by the neck, and it wasn't something I would have been able to fix. And she fixed it, and you can't even see that it ever had a problem.
Quick question from Tommy. Does anyone do shipping on their own from Mercari? Yes. I do not use Mercari shipping at all. If it's clothing, I have free shipping, and then I just ship on my own, and I just ship whatever way is the cheapest. And if it is something bigger or heavier, I let them do the calculated shipping. You figure out the shipping cost and size, and you choose it, but you're still shipping it on your own. You can use whatever method. They give you they'll send you a label, but it's much better that way, having the buyer pay for it, than taking whatever Mercari. They give you suggestions for shipping, and it's never accurate. So make sure you go in and edit that stuff.
Yeah. All right, I'm doing some grouping, so go ahead. You're up on the next one too.
Oh, okay. So this was another one from that same bulk order. This was a fantastic dress. I know I showed this in a haul. It's a jacket with the dress underneath, and it's a larger size, which is very hard to find in vintage clothing. But unfortunately, the dress had a huge amount of damage. If you look at it, the dress had all this color loss. It looks almost like bleach, but I'm not quite sure what happened to it. The shoulder and the front of the dress, but the jacket was perfect. And this brand is very, very highly collectible. Lillian started in somewhere around the 40s or so. But this was a gorgeous piece of clothing, and I sold it for the price that you see there. I sold it for $209.97. I have I paid $4 and change for the dress. I paid $4 and change for this. So I love this dress. This sold fairly quickly as well. It was listed for maybe 2 weeks or so.
It's really nice.
Customers really happy with it. If the dress had not been damaged, I would have sold that for at least $300.
I feel like that's something that you could probably take to like a professional and have it.
And they could have it dyed.
Yeah,
you could try, if you knew how to do this properly, you could do it with like navy blue grit dye, but it would be really hard.
Yeah.
The jacket was not damaged at all, Cheryl. The jacket was in perfect condition. I almost just threw the dress in just because they needed to stay together.
Yeah.
It's just a really pretty set.
For sure. All right, next up, I had somebody buy 2 items from me, and so this is just a t-shirt that I got from yesterday's fits. There's plenty of other ones out there. I probably paid like $20 for it. When I looked at the comps, there were a lot of them that have sold and are available for much less than what I had it listed for. But guess what? As per usual, I do not care. I price stuff for what I want to get for it. And somebody came along and they bought this one for $69.99. And they bought.
Was it Allison?
No, it was not Allison.
Oh.
And they bought this Magic Johnson t-shirt for $97.99. I also bought this from yesterday's fits. I don't remember exactly what I paid for this one, but I probably paid like $30 to $40 at the most for this t-shirt. I think probably $30. Just a really cool full-size print Magic Johnson t-shirt. But yeah, so I got $170 for these 2 t-shirts. And this Wallflowers one, like I bought like a bunch of stuff, and I knew that there was a good chance this really wasn't going to be worth a ton. So to be able to still sell it for $70 was pretty sweet. All right, what we got going on over here? Let's see. This is Thrift Fingers 09. Not going to be in the chat long, but I just want to thank you both for what you do for this community. Now give me my song, LOL, well, aren't you a demanding bastard? Thank you for the $10 super chat. Let me give you a little bit of super chat, super chat. It's super chatty and demanding. Yeah. You like that? You like that?
That's good. That's good.
You like that?
Ah, it's one heck of a thrifter. All right.
Hey!
She changed her thing. I'm like, who the heck is Thrift Fingers?
Sneaky.
I didn't know who it was.
Well, hey, we really appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much, and I hope you liked your song, and I apologize for calling you a bastard. Okay? All right. Fair enough.
I think she probably thought that was funny.
All right. Let's see. So, yeah. So that was just a nice little double order. And next one.
Double, toil and trouble.
Yes. Look at you and all your little sayings and rhymes today. She's giving me.
That's Shakespeare.
She's giving me the evil eye. Well, I didn't say you wrote it yourself.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, go on.
Anyway, so these sat for quite a while, I have to say. I picked these up at Salvation Army. I think I paid $5, and I was super psyched to find them because it is a fantastic brand, and it's pretty high end, and they sell pretty well. Now, I did not sell them for the price that you see there. I sent out an offer to watchers, and it was snapped up pretty quickly. I sent it out for $150. I've been sitting on these for probably 6 months or maybe even a little bit more. So I was ugh. You can tell I took the pictures.
Were you running?
Apparently I was having a seizure as I took that one. But anyway, they still sold for $150. I'd paid $5. I would have obviously preferred to get more, but I'm not going to sleep on them forever.
Guys, I'm so terrible at sending offers to buyers. I haven't done it in like a couple weeks, so I really need to
I do it every day. I usually have at least 50 or 60 every day that are available, and I send them almost every day.
I go for like a week or two, and then I go, oh my gosh, I haven't sent any offers to buyers. And then I send out like 300 of them all at once. And so,
It works.
It works. All right, so this next one, I had somebody contact me, and they're like, hey, and I get this quite a bit. I'll have somebody contact me and say, hey, if I buy a bunch of stuff from you, can I get some good deals? And usually it doesn't end up happening because it usually ends up being somebody who like wants me to sell stuff for wholesale prices, and I'm not a wholesaler, and I'm not. It's like I know what I want to get for certain items, and I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna sell it for less. And so this person, sent me a list of like 4 different T-shirts that they were interested in, and so this was one of them. And now this is a T-shirt I bought at Buffalo Exchange, and it was $25. I remember it was $25. And it's just a really cool early Screen Stars T-shirt, and it's pretty much dead stock. And $25 I paid for that one. And this Batman one, speaking of Batman, I got this one from Yesterday's Fits. I believe I paid like $25 for this one. This Mike Tyson one, I'm pretty sure I paid like $40 for this one, also from Yesterday's Fits. And then the Star Tours Star Wars T-shirt from Yesterday's Fits, which I believe I paid like $25 for. So I've told the guy, I was like, hey, I would be willing to take $100 for this one, $100 for Batman. I think I said $150 for this Mike Tyson, and then 100 for the Star Tours. And they came back and said, well, about $350 for all 4 of them. And I said, tell you what, $400, that's the lowest I can go, but I'm happy to do that. And so they said, let's do it. So I got $100 basically for each one of these, $400 for 4 T-shirts. And I was pretty stoked. And this is one of the things that it's one of the benefits of having a niche.
Yeah.
Is that I am starting to see, especially since I've like really upscaled like the value of the items that I'm selling, I'm seeing a lot more repeat customers, and I'm seeing a lot more multi-quantity sales.
Bundle customers.
Which has been really, really cool.
I've done a few bundles myself, but it's always on Posh, and and so far I'm liking that aspect. I wish the other platforms had it because it's a good thing to do.
Yeah. It's tough on it's tough when it happens on Etsy because there's no offer system set up, which is nice, except when you want to deal with somebody And if there's like 10 items, you're gonna have to go through and manually adjust the price.
I do think that other platforms should get on the ball with the way Etsy does things. Not Etsy, the way Posh does things.
For bundles.
For bundles. If somebody likes your items, that's when you send them offers, right? If they like it, you send them an offer. Same type of thing as eBay. Nothing fantastically different there. But if somebody likes multiple items, you create a bundle for them. You can take, somebody likes 5 of your items, you create a bundle and you can send them a price. And I've been pretty successful with those. So anyway.
I see Allison's writing poetry for you over here. Just kidding. I'm assuming that's Shakespeare as well. Anyway, so I sold these 4 and I was super excited about it, especially because the day before, like the night before, I had sold a bunch to one buyer on Etsy. And so to have this happen like the next morning, I was like, I'm rolling in it. Of course, then my sales dropped off, but whatever. Whatevs.
So the other thing I had recently done and I had heard about was that I had, normally when I sell something on one platform, I just end it on the other platform. Well, I had read somewhere multiple times now, just in the last week, that you shouldn't be ending items on Poshmark. You should be marking them as not for sale. So I've been doing that lately.
What does that do?
I think it's supposed to be better for the Posh algorithms. Who the hell knows? I mean, obviously nobody knows how any of these algorithms work because it's just a bunch of throwing shit up against a wall and seeing what sticks. But it doesn't hurt to do that. So that's what I've been doing.
I see Dreamy Eyed Joe and Robin say hi. So
hello. Dreamy Eyed Joe and Robin.
Hello. Okay, you got a couple of items here to show.
All right. So these were mine. So we had our spare bedroom before Katy moved in. The spare bedroom was just an actual spare bedroom. It was not a themed bedroom. And one of the spare bedrooms, I should say, was not a themed bedroom. And what I had was this comforter set and set of sheets. Crowskill is the higher end comforters and sheets and things like that. When they discontinue patterns, people really love them. So I knew that I could sell what I had in that room. I had no money invested in these, by the way. When I moved into this home 7 years ago, I have a friend that is an Amazon and eBay seller that had an entire store full of discontinued Crowskill bedding. And she sent me bedding for like 5 rooms for nothing because she's fantastic. So they didn't cost me anything. I had them in that room for about 4 or 5 years. And then I sold them. So this was for a set of sheets. I sold the sheets. I took an offer for $75. And then I sold the comforter and the pillow shams and the bed skirt. Oh, look, I even have my foot in the picture. That's a fantastic one.
You had your thumb in the other one.
I don't care about my thumb right there. My foot.
Oh, the horror.
Jesus, I'm a terrible picture taker.
And your foot's touching it. Gross. Gross, you guys. Ew.
And it's still sold.
Ew.
Anyway. So I took an offer for $140 on the comforter set. I still have the curtains. She just didn't want the curtains because they didn't fit the windows and they weren't the right configuration for her window. But anyway, I was pretty happy. Oh, that's what sold it. Yes, it was my foot.
Yeah,
my foot.
Disgusting.
And yes, I sold those to the same person. It was pretty much free shipping. So shipping was very expensive. I'm not going to lie. Of course, the person that bought it was on the East Coast. So shipping was $40. But it was still a good sale. Yeah.
All right. Next one for me. Remember this jacket? Remember?
I do.
So this is what?
You ass. I had the same. We were looking at the same jacket at the same time.
What are you talking about?
This is from Broad Acres.
I know, but I already had it. What do you mean we were looking at the same time?
You grabbed it that night. I walked by it. That was.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me about it. So anyway, so this is Silas Records leather jacket. I paid $40 for it. It's the guy, I don't know if it's Louis Silas Jr. Anyway, he's a record producer. And so I priced it like crazy high. But this has been what, like 4 months now? 5 months? I don't know. Yeah. I don't remember when we went. Anyway, so then yesterday somebody sent me an offer for $175, and you know what? I was like, I don't even care. Like, I don't really, this is like kind of one of those weird things where it's like, who's going to
You're not invested in it.
I mean, I think it's a really cool jacket, but I was like, you know what? Do I want to play the game of going back and forth and end up not getting the sale at all? Or is 175 like a really good number considering I paid like $40 for it and it's been sitting here for 5 months? So I just accepted the offer and they paid I just accepted the offer and they paid right away. And so 40 turned into 175 and I was like, sweet, got some more cash in my pocket. So and really this is one of those things where it's like it's so arbitrary what number you put on it. It's not like there were any comps to go off of. So 175, cool.
Yep, thrifting nomads, just let it go. Let it go.
All right.
So this I picked up at a garage sale. I don't know if Corey is in the chat, but this was the last garage sale that Corey and I went to. Maybe not the last one. This is one. We went out garage sailing before, pre-COVID, like right before, and picked this up and a bunch of other Mr. Christmas stuff from a gentleman at the garage sale. And I paid $15, maybe $20 for this, but it was new. It was vintage, new in the package. Box had a little bit of damage, but not much.
Good shape though.
Just like one corner had some damage. In any case, you can see that it was new. Everything was still factory, still completely wrapped up. It sold for the price that you see there. So I had maybe $20 invested. I think it was $15 though. Sold for $122.36 plus shipping. The buyer did pay $40 shipping. It cost me about $32 in shipping, and it shipped FedEx ground.
All right, very nice.
I did put it in another box. Sometimes I will ship things like this in their own box, especially if it's a large item when the box is sturdy enough. This particular item, the box is a little bit flimsy, and I have a feeling that if something heavy were put on it, it would just smash the middle of it. So I did put it in an exterior box.
Very good. All right. So this next one for me, actually there's a few coming up. In the last couple of months, I've really upped my online sourcing. In the past, it's like once every few months, I'd be like, yeah, I'll go and see if there's anything on eBay that I want, or Etsy, or Mercari. And so obviously, I did a bunch of this over the last few months, and I've been doing it a lot more. And there really is just so much stuff out there that you can buy from other sellers and make some really good money on it. So I had actually, I think I'd gotten a different Korea Olympics t-shirt in a bulk buy online on eBay, and which that one already sold as well. And when I was doing like my research on it, I found this listing, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy that. And so I actually paid $15 for this, including shipping. So I paid $15, and it sold within a couple of weeks of being listed, and it sold for the price you see there, $69.99. So I went from $15 to $70 within a matter of a couple of weeks. And also, guess what? It sold to Seoul, South Korea. And so cool. They paid the shipping. And so it was actually like a really good purchase. So that's one of the things, guys, anytime you're researching something, if you have any feeling of the value of it already, but you're just kind of looking to see what else is out there, if you see something really cheap, go ahead and snatch it up. It can be a really good flip. So tons and tons of stuff that, and plus for any of you guys who are just like in a part of the country, maybe you don't have as many sourcing opportunities, you should definitely be looking at listings on eBay. All right, next one for you.
So this was another offers to buyers sale. I actually sent this out yesterday and it sold. I had picked this up probably a good 6 months ago at a sale that was like a kind of a private sale event that I went to, and I paid $5 for this. Now this had no tags, and the only reason that I knew that this was Ralph Lauren was because I was able to look up the RN number. The rest of the tags were missing. So these sell very, very well in general, and so I had it priced really high, but I kind of missed the winter window. So I was hoping I would have sold it for more, but I was pretty happy. I sent out an offer. I sold it for $250 yesterday.
I love the buffalo nickel buttons. Mm-hmm. Very, very cool. I like it. I like it. All right. All right, here's another one, guys. This is Alaska dog sledding t-shirt. I bought this one on eBay. I paid $15. Again, I paid $15. It was either $15 free shipping or $10 and $5 shipping, but I paid $15 total for this t-shirt. And it was listed for maybe the last few weeks, maybe a month tops. and I got an offer for $85. I accepted it and sold it. So it went from 15 to 85. Somebody had this listed for 15 and I sold it on the same platform I bought it on. And no, I'll answer the question right now. I do not have a separate buying and selling account. I don't really care. If they want to see what I sell and be salty about it, that's their problem. But anyway, $15 into 85. And that was just something sitting on good old eBay.
Awesome. Awesome. So Vasquez Vintage says, we liked this video from both of our channels. We'll listen to the rest later. Thanks for the good content, you two. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks, Abby.
Thank you. Yeah, so Sandra says she found a dog sledding sweatshirt the other day. I mean, one of the things is I feel like people don't use the best keywords. And, you know, I think dog sledding stuff is really popular. And Iditarod and whatever. I mean, technically, I guess the Iditarod word is keyword spamming.
Unless it's that specific race.
Just because it's not, it doesn't say anywhere on it, Iditarod. But it's like, I think anyone who looks at the shirt knows it doesn't say Iditarod on it. So whatever. I still think it's a really cool shirt. So whatevs, guys. Go ahead. Ooh, creepy. Ew.
So these are some creepy dolls that I picked up quite a long time ago. I'd gone to a sale for like 2 or 3 days. I think I've had these for about a year. I think I picked up over 100 dolls at that estate sale.
I'm sorry. These nightmares have been in our house for over a year.
Yes.
They are horrifying.
Yes. So I've had them for about a year. I think I paid $1 a piece. I had picked up well over, I think I'm down to maybe 3 or 4 dolls left. I've sold every single one from that place. I had paid about $1 a piece for them. So yeah, I was pretty happy. I sold them on Etsy for...
Oh, I forgot we're on the Etsy.
Jeez.
Sorry. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, missus. Sorry, ma'am.
You don't have your shit together here.
You don't have your shit together. Rude.
It sold for $85 plus $15 shipping.
Actually, they sold for $84.90.
Plus $15 shipping. They're pretty small. They fit into a small enough box. It cost about $10 or $11 to ship.
Oh, so they're tiny and terrifying.
Yep.
Cool.
Bite your ankles.
Cool. All right, next up is this LA Dodgers jacket. Now, I don't remember, you know, I bought an LA Dodgers jacket from yesterday's fits, from Buffalo Exchange, and I sold that one. I basically, I know I've bought 2 of them in the last year, and I think one was from Buffalo Exchange and one was from yesterday's fits. I don't remember if this was from yesterday's fits, but I don't think I paid more than $30, maybe $40 for it. And both of the ones I've gotten in the last year, I've sold for over $200. So I sold this for the price that you see there, $244.99. I think the other one that I sold was actually a starter jacket. This one's not even a starter jacket. This is like some other brand, Felco, but it's just a really old jacket. And these Dodgers jackets sell for a lot. They really do. And the thing is, if you go look at comps, there's so many of them that sell for so much less. And I saw Tommy said something about, you know, part of it could be that because I have a curated closet. I mean, to a certain degree, that might be true, but I also have been charging much higher prices for a very long time, even
before she had a very curated closet.
So I do think that helps, especially when I have people that come in because they come to look, either they're repeat buyers or whatever. I do think that helps, but I think it also helps following all the best practices, having the best pictures, the best policies. There's a lot of reasons why one thing will sell and another thing won't. But anyway, I'm happy for it to work either way. So about almost $250. $250.
No, it's almost $245. You can't round up that far.
Anyway.
I don't think you understand the mathing.
All right, next one for you.
So this is the thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. This, I still have one of these available, and that is the price that it sold for, so you don't need to look it up there. This one, I had a sale running at the time, and this one sold international. I had 2 of these, dead stock, undershirt, t-shirts, that's it. Nothing special. I couldn't tell you why these things still sell as well as they do, but they do.
Wow.
Sold for $67.96. I paid maybe $1, and buyer also paid $24.50 shipping for it to ship international, but it was under 8 ounces, so it actually cost me $16 to ship it. So I made a little bit of money on shipping as well.
Yeah. But it's just an old shirt. Why are you selling an old shirt for so much?
An old dead stock t-shirt. I don't know. Look at the tags on it. Let's show some of the pictures. So part of what you want to do is just look at the old tags on t-shirts. First of all, if the t-shirt tag is printed on it, then an undershirt tag is printed, then it's not vintage. It's not important. It's not going to sell.
You mean if it's on the actual fabric?
It's printed on the fabric. That's the kind. Tagless shirts, that's not what's going to sell. The ones that have tags like this, if it's made in the United States, just like regular t-shirts, undershirts, sell for a lot. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because they wear better, they are made better, they feel different. I don't know why they sell as well as they do. Somebody that actually buys them, could you please tell me? Because I don't know why you're paying out the nose for a t-shirt. You can buy a 3-pack for $9.99 at Kmart. I don't know, but
I mean, some older shirts they really are better quality and they feel nicer than like new t-shirts. And the same probably goes for undershirts. And if you're wearing it as an undershirt or a sleeping shirt, comfort makes a big difference. It really does.
Yeah, I don't know. So Martha asked, did I wash that? No, I did not wash it. I don't wash anything unless it's smelly or has a spot on it.
Especially if it's dead stock.
And this is dead stock. The reason why I say it's dead stock, and I knew it was dead stock, is because I had 2 of them, and they were actually the fold marks were still in them. So someone had taken them out of the package to sell them at Savers. They were selling them for $1.99, and you could see the factory fold marks that were so old they were like ingrained in it.
So Tommy wants to know, how do you price a t-shirt like that? Like,
I don't, in the same way that Katy I don't use Terapeak. I don't use comps. I don't comp anything, honestly. I just price things high because that's what I feel they should sell for, and they do. I don't know how else to explain that. I know that sounds stupid and cocky every time I say that, but it's the truth. I don't comp things. For vintage t-shirts and like vintage dead stock underwear, I just know that it's something that sells high all the time.
Yeah. I will say I comp in the sense that I will look. I do look. Anything I'm listing, I will look and see if the same one's out there, something similar. I look at Terapeak, and I look at Worth Point on almost every single thing that I list.
And I look at almost nothing.
Because I want to see what else is out there. And especially at the off chance that maybe something is like worth way more than I realize. But a lot of times it'll be like, oh, there's 3 of these and they're selling for 35. Okay, I'm going to price mine at 70. Like that's usually like the way it ends up being. So,
well, in the same way Katy says she looks at everything, I look at almost nothing. I will look if it's a brand. Most vintage isn't going to sell, especially women's vintage, has nothing to do with the brand name as far as the price. It's always the content. And the same type of thing with t-shirts. You know, you're not going to sell a t-shirt just because it's a Screen Stars t-shirt. It's going to be the fact that it's a Screen Stars t-shirt, plus it has a fantastic print on the front. So it's a combination of the two. A lot of the stuff that Katy sells is comparable because a lot of it is going to have similar, if not the same shirt is still out there. A lot of what I sell when it comes to vintage women's clothing specifically, you're not going to find the exact same thing. You're not going to find that brand. You're not going to find anything. So you have to know your styles. You have to know your decades. You have to know how it's, if it's well constructed, especially if it's handmade. I sell a shit ton of handmade vintage clothing. You can't comp vintage that's handmade. There's nothing to comp.
Yeah, that's some next level shit right there, because I mean, I definitely know the value of the stuff that I have, but the other thing that with comping is I can look and see, okay, are there 50 of these? Is there 1? Are there 0? Is there 1 and it's priced way too low? I'm going to go ahead and pick up that one. Or like with that Korea t-shirt, it was not even the same as the other one I had, but it was there. I thought it was cool and it was super cheap. So I went ahead and picked that up too. And that happens all the time. I will buy something while I'm looking at comps. So, all right, anything else on this undershirt? All right. Next one. So this t-shirt, I mean, there's nothing like especially great about this shirt. I bought this off of eBay when I was buying a bunch of stuff, and I just went through and I was like, oh, that's a cool looking shirt. It's cool enough. I like cycling stuff. It's an 80s shirt. It was only, it was $10 and like $4.95 shipping. And so I went ahead and ordered it. I had ordered like a whole bunch of other stuff around the same time. So I remember getting all these packages. And I opened up this package, and there was a note inside the package, and the seller was like, "I'm so sorry, I mislisted this item. It's the wrong size. Please contact me. I will give you a refund," or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I looked at it, and it's like, basically they had listed it as a medium, and it was actually a small. And of course I was like, I don't care.
Because you're not buying it for you.
Right. So I contacted them. I'm like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's perfect. It's fine." So basically I paid $15 for this, and then I listed it. I think it was up, maybe it's been up for like the last month. And I just sold it like a couple days ago, or yesterday, actually. I just sold it yesterday on Etsy. Let's look at what I sold it for. I have a 10% off sale going right now. So I sold it for $62.99. So I paid $15, sold it for $62.99, almost got it for free, but I didn't want to take their money back. So
you didn't want to take advantage of a nice seller.
No. But yeah. That's just kind of like the last of my quick online flips, buy from eBay and turn around and sell it for 4 times as much. So, all right. I think I've got your last two here.
These are my last two. So I wanted to show, this was a Posh sale. And I'm going to say, you know, the one thing about Posh that I say that annoys me are the lowball offers, right? I mean, even more so, I think, than you get on eBay. This I had listed for $130. And I had this buyer that bugged me for 3 days. His first offer to me was $16 on 130. Now, usually my first instinct is to be like, decline. Not even counter. Like, what the hell are you thinking? $16 on 130.
You get real angry. You stop breaking stuff.
Shut up. You know, so that's the thing that I initially do. So basically, he offered me $16 on 130. I came back at 129. That was my big old FU. A couple hours later, he came back at 30. I said, oh, he wants to play. So I came back. I went down a little bit. The lowest I came down to, he came back and back and back and back and back, and he kept coming up and up and up, like 60, 65, 70. So he must have made 15 offers. At this point, I know the guy wants the shirt, but I wasn't going lower than a certain amount. My last counter to him, I think, was at 95, and then he started messaging me under the ad, you know, and I was like, you know, I said, he's like, you gotta meet me somewhere. You gotta meet me somewhere. 95 is too much. I said, 95 is my lowest offer. He waited like 5 hours, and then he came back with 80. And before that, his highest had been like 65. I was like, all right, I'll take 80. I'd only paid $10 for the shirt.
Yeah.
So he came up from $16 to $80, which is what my long story long is about. 16 to 80. I know I didn't black out the guy's name. Sorry, I still don't know who the heck it is. That if you can go and hunt somebody down by a buyer name, then feel free. But he did nothing wrong.
Why would you do that?
So anyway, 16 up to 80. I paid 10. I was happy. Yeah. I had a lot of interest on this shirt, both on Posh and on the other platforms.
Yeah, but this is like especially. I mean, I don't know how it exactly works on this platform, but on eBay, you should never have an automatic decline amount on a listing. I know it's annoying when people send you lowball offers, but you just can't take it personally, and you should at least try the counter offer once, because you never know where it's going to go. And sometimes people are just looking for a deal. They're not trying to be a jerk. I mean, I offer people half of what they have something listed for all the time, because guess what? If I can get it for half, heck yeah. And look at the person who offered me like half of that Silas jacket. I accept it.
Yeah.
So just whatever. It's just,
I always counter offer. I don't, my first instinct is to decline. I don't do that. I actually heard that it also, outright declining an offer on Posh also lowers you in search. I don't know if it does on eBay or not. I don't know if it does on Posh, but I heard that that's the case. So now I always counter. If it's real bad or they keep being persistent, I just ignore it, but I don't decline anymore.
Yeah. So I'm going to go back real quick. Camp Crazy 29 said, I was wondering, what is a true blue tag on the inside of the t-shirt? What does it mean, and what should you look for? I'm not sure I understand what your question is. Do you? I don't know what true blue. So if you could clarify what you're asking, we'll try to answer you. But okay, Vikki, you had one more.
I had one more. This is just a little bundle that I did on Posh. It was a vintage sailing jacket and a Wile E. Coyote t-shirt. It's basically just a vintage t-shirt with Wile E. in the pocket, a little pocket tee. The back of the t-shirt's blank. I had about $5 into the t-shirt and maybe $5 to $7 into the jacket. I know that's an odd angle for the jacket, but the dead-on photo didn't show enough of the details, so you can kind of see the sleeve on it. But that was the price. Those were, that was the price. And that's it. So $79 on the jacket, $60 on the shirt.
Nice. So I have all the rest of them are mine. I'm going to show you 4, but this buyer actually bought 7 t-shirts from me. I'm going to show you this Pump Cat. I didn't want to put all 7 of them up. This, I don't know if it's pronounced Skagit. I don't know. Runners, some Washington Running Club. This sweet Colorado jet ski t-shirt. And then this Aerosmith t-shirt. Do you guys remember, I don't know, it's been a number of months now, but we went to, what's that store called that the Mormons own? Why is my mind going blank? Thrift store chain.
Deseret?
Yes. Deseret Industries. I found this and bought it for like only a few bucks, and it was really exciting. And it's so weird because this particular t-shirt, I've gotten multiple offers on it. I had it listed for $139.99. I'd gotten multiple offers on eBay. I'd gotten offers on Grailed, and on the same day, I had multiple offers on eBay. Somebody offered, I think, like 95 on Grailed, and then that happened at the same time. It actually sold in this bundle, and so this particular buyer paid, it was $139, so they had this t-shirt in it. This one was $48.99. This one was $48.99. This one was $48.99. I think they were all $48 or $47.99, except for one t-shirt out of the 7 that was $29.99. But the buyer used a 15% off coupon that was for abandoned carts. So now I know they actually do get used sometimes.
I've never had one used, so that I have them. I have it set up too, but they never use it.
So it ended up they got 15% off of the $140 and the $48 on each of these t-shirts, and the 7 t-shirts total for $380. And then the next morning was when I sold the 4 t-shirts for $400 on eBay. So I was like,
you thought you were balling.
I thought it was hot shit. I was having a pretty good time. But so weird with this t-shirt because it's been listed for months, and it was like getting all kinds of action on all 3 of my platforms in the same day. So it was just weird.
So Cam Crazy's question: vintage concert T-shirt. Maybe it's Liquid Blue tag. Yes.
Oh, Liquid Blue.
Liquid Blue is a brand. It's a company that makes blank tags, makes blank shirts. But the specific shirts were usually band shirts or like tie dye or like really bright shirts from the 90s. A lot of them, like the real popular ones, are like the Grateful Dead ones, are made on a Liquid Blue tag.
I don't believe they make. To be fair, I don't believe they make blank shirts. I believe that they are the designs.
Well, they're a contractor.
It's kind of like the Harley 3D emblem. Like their design, I think that they worked like with Grateful Dead to do like a lot of their shirts, because a lot of times they have Liquid Blue as like in the actual graphic. So it's not. But anyway, but they tend to be a lot of Grateful Dead stuff, a lot of tie dye.
A lot of tie-dye. It's a lot of the brighter all over print 90s type of shirts. So if it's a vintage shirt and it has a Liquid Blue tag on it, chances are that it's a good shirt. And that's not always it's not 100%, but chances are it's a good shirt.
Yeah. So if you want to, Rally Roots just had a video this last week. Ryan did a mystery box, like a $500 mystery box that came from. It was an international purchase, and it was pretty much all Liquid Blue t-shirts, all vintage. So if you want to go watch that video, it's not a very long video. He shows the tags up close, and you can see, and he shows you a lot of the details on the shirts. And most of them are Grateful Dead t-shirts, but you can see those old school, legit Liquid Blue tags, and that's on Rally Roots.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So that's it for.
That's the solds.
That's it for our solds, guys.
Time to get into the haul.
What?
Oh, it's only 3 o'clock.
What?
Good thing I don't have a lot.
What? Are you guys ready to go home now? You want to go take a nap? You sick of us yet?
So we have 122 people watching. Let's give a few more thumbs up there, peeps. That's it. Yeah.
Now.
Let's get now.
Right now.
Now.
Right now.
It's a beautiful weekend. Everybody is outside. I'm telling you.
Yeah, except for us.
Normally we have around 200 on a Sunday, so I'm thinking everybody's outside enjoying the nice weather everywhere.
Yeah, they're over us.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so we didn't go anywhere this week to source because we obviously were in Arizona last weekend, bought lots of stuff. Vikki got 500 bazillion things, more than half of it, which all the clothing she just sent off with Crystal. So she was like, I don't think I have anything for the haul because I sent everything with Crystal.
I did.
And I'm like, you definitely have some stuff that you haven't shown yet. And then I have some stuff. I had a few. I had some stuff come in from Greg, and I had the Valley Picker, and I had some stuff come in from Derrick Wagers, Vintage Fiend. And then I also did kind of like a bulk order on eBay from a seller that I don't know. So I've had a lot of stuff coming in that I bought online. Sandra, are you still there? Can you add to the tally? I don't know. I haven't been paying enough attention. I don't know if we have more than 3 times that Vikki has tried to tell me how to live my life. But
keep going.
I would like, first of all, I'd like you to add this to it, and I would like to know where we're at right now with the official tally. You do it long enough, it's going to count as 2.
Move it along. Move it along.
Hold on. Red Robin Reseller gave us a $3 super sticker. Not a super chat, a super sticker.
Ooh.
And she also sent us a very funny picture.
She sent us a very funny picture because Dreamy Blue-Eyed Joe wanted to send this picture from, I think, Snapchat, where I can kind of see Robin's head. So she looks like she's laughing.
See one eyeball.
One eyeball, one squinty eyeball. I think she's laughing. And I'm just going to, he wanted to show this photo. And so
see, can't you see how dreamy I am?
In the middle of the show.
He just has very blue eyes, you guys, and you just get lost in them. You just do.
He's funny.
All right. So let's go. So
what?
Sandra said that we are up to 2,000,001. That's the official tally.
Oh, good. Good to know.
Or 20,000,001. And Allison says that she counted 69 eye rolls so far.
Of course. Of course.
Anyway, what do you got? What do you got? Show us what do I got?
I don't have a lot, guys, so I'm kind of, not everything's going to be a home run, but I'm going to do a little bit of edumacation. So
you think you can tell us? You think you can tell everybody how to live their life?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Apparently.
Listen to her. She's going to tell you how to live your life.
So I did get a bunch of shoes last week, and nothing was home runs, but I did want to show at least 2 or 3 brands that you guys might not be aware of that are always going to be bolos, brands that you want to pick up. So one of them, these are kind of small, but these are really funky shoes. This
really
is a
cute.
brand called John Fluvog. I know Dana knows this brand, but I'm not sure that everyone else does.
That's a bit pretentious for me.
They've been around for quite a while, and they make fantastic boots, and there's lots of different signatures and styles. This is kind of small side, so it's signed on the bottom, but also inside you're going to get, like, let's see if I can get this in here.
There you go. There you go.
Can you see that, guys?
I think so, sort of.
Fluvog. So they're really, really fun shoes. They're usually really funky, very funky looking shoes and boots. I paid $3 for these, and I cleaned them up a little bit, and I think I'm still going to get about $75 for them on a low side. When they're in great shape, or if it's a pair of boots or it's a good size, you can get much better. These are tiny. This is another brand. Before there were this big thing about Rothy's shoes. You know how those are real popular? No. This brand is another brand that's a comfort shoe, but it's an expensive comfort shoe. It's called Ross Hammerson. That's the brand right there, Ross with 1 S. And they're really nicely made, usually like comfort shoes, loafers, flats. They come in, a lot of them are really wide widths too for people that have larger feet. These I paid $3 or $4 for, and I think that these will probably sell for about $75 as well. And it's just a basic leather flat. And another pair of shoes, I paid $5 for these. These are vintage. These are practically dead stock. These are 1970s Florsheim shoes. So this will show you like the old Florsheim. And then this is the the sole. It's got that really cool sole. But whenever you see that it's the hand-stitched leather sole, I don't care what the brand is, pick it up. We have a hand-stitched leather sole. It's very well made. So there's a little bit of wear right there. I think they probably wore them outside once. I mean, but these will probably sell for about $75 to $85. They're definitely 70s. They have this braided horse bit, strap across the top. It's just a basic loafer.
Yeah. There's a lot of singing going on in the chat. A lot of singing. What? Jacob and Sandra are like singing some songs over there.
All right.
They're cute. They're cute.
So let's see. Someone said cordovan. Where did that question? So yeah. So cordovan's a type of leather. Actually, it's not a style of shoe. It is a type of leather technically, but it's also something. It's also a color. It's that deep burgundy color on that men's shoe that a lot of people will refer to. It's that deep burgundy. And they'll refer to that as a cordovan color, but it's also a type of leather, as not just the color.
Yeah, I think people who use it to describe the color, maybe they should just say red.
Because it's not really red.
Maybe they should just say burgundy.
Well, considering neither of them are drop downs in the item specifics for eBay, they kind of suck. Neither are. You have to pick red, and they're not really red. It's annoying. One of my annoyances, cordovan or burgundy should be a color drop down.
Maybe burgundy.
Anyway, stop trying to tell me how to live my life. I think I get at least one subtracted.
No, never.
So this is something I picked up for $2 last weekend. It's actually it's like a homeschooling toy. It almost reminded me
Sounds fun.
of like building blocks, but it's a geodesic type of dome building block thing. I don't know how to describe it, but see that little ball there?
Why? Hold on a second. Let me see that, please. Homeschool. Why are they? Is this how you homeschool? Like, what's happening? Sometimes when you just want to have a romantic date, you just want to have a romantic evening and build some geometric shapes. You just want to get your geometry on, make some construction, and be real romantic.
You shut up.
Who's like, well, let's just get real romantic here.
You're such a douche.
It's true. Come on.
Anyway, this box, it just looked old and it looked complete and it has all this stuff in it. So I paid $2. There's only like one for sale and one that has sold, but I think I can get like 40 or 50 bucks for this set. It's complete. It's new on the inside. It has all of the pieces. Anyway.
Oh, Right Brain Liz knows what's up. Nerds in love.
There you go. You don't know.
Yeah, he lights some candles, you know.
You don't know. Hey, listen, what did we do last night for fun?
Put on some Sade.
No. No.
Light the candles.
No.
Play some geometric games. Learn how to build shit.
What did we play?
We played the Saved by the Bell game, and I was so excited. I was like coming out singing the theme song, and then it was just the absolute worst game. The gameplay was terrible. There was like no trivia. It was like you'd look at pictures of a scene and you're supposed to answer questions about the scene, but it literally would be how many characters are wearing floral prints. And
it was dumb. It was so dumb.
It was so bad. We played for about 7 minutes.
Which is exactly how long it took me to win.
Yes.
And it was dumb.
Yes. It was really stupid. So
yeah. All right. So
unfortunately,
that's 4 things.
Allison, I love you.
Another thing I picked up is this little vintage 1980 wall hanging plaque, and it's a Raggedy Ann and Andy, and it's just a pinup plaque. It's like super dated on the back. It's just this wooden plaque. I think I can sell it for about 35 or 40 bucks.
Yeah.
Are you done? Are you done making fun of everything that I'm showing?
It's better than staring at my phone the whole time you're looking at it.
Would you like to finish the show by yourself? Because that's where you're headed right now.
Apparently, we got G Jasso in trouble. She was just told to shut up because she was laughing too loud. Anyway, all right, you ready?
Yep, go ahead.
Sorry for making it entertaining. I apologize.
Apparently that means that I'm boring.
No, not at all.
Trying to actually show you my
Not at
haul.
all. Okay, I am sorry. Can we look at that picture again from that box?
Nope. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Anyway, so I was saying that I bought some stuff this last week from Derrick Wagers, the Vintage Fiend. I haven't seen him in the chat today. Very disappointed, Derrick, if you watch this later. But anyway, he had posted some teaser pictures in the boss group, and of course, I think he knew what he was doing. I think he knew.
Oh, he knows.
He could have just messaged these pictures to me, but instead he made a whole post about it. And
he likes to tease you.
And I'm like, excuse me. But he showed a little sneak peek of some Oliver print T-shirts that he had picked up, dead stock. And I said, excuse me, I would like to purchase those from you. And so I did. And so let me just show you what we've got here. Now, these are all dead stock. He bought them from somebody else, but these are all dead stock.
Kimberly says Katy is playing pressure luck right now. That's exactly what she's playing right now. Good observation.
Anyway, so these are all, let me see show you this tag here. It says AWOL. They're like AWOL 360. I think, where's it on this shirt? No, I can't see it. It's like I've got it turned around.
The tag, it's right here.
Well, I know that, but I'm talking about on the actual shirt itself. Well, it says 360 right there. Some of them are a little different. This one I only got one of. He only had one of these, but I bought a total of 10 of these shirts all together. So this one's a basketball one, all over print. Oliver prints, as I say, single stitch. They're kind of this cool kind of neon splatter paint. And it's got like the tag that says this garment is as unique as you are. It has been individually painted, so no two are alike. It's just a really cool t-shirt. So this one's a basketball one. And then this one is a sweet volleyball one. What just happened?
Nothing.
What is happening?
Nothing, dear.
I know something's happening when Vikki looks at something I'm showing like this. Because that is not how it works, guys. That is not how it works. So now I got to go back and look at the chat unless you want to fess up and tell me what's happening.
I didn't say anything in the chat. I can't even reach the keyboard.
No, I'm talking about the other people are saying things that keep it up, guys, whatever it is, because I like it when she looks at my stuff like this. Never knew you get so excited over a volleyball t-shirt, because I know that's what you're doing. Anyway, so I got one of these. Giggly McGiggleson. See if one of you guys can make her snort. That's always the best payoff, because like 85% of the time I get the eye roll. Sometimes I get some giggles. And then 1% of the time, I get like a real good snort. It's got like some real bottom to it, and it feels good. Feels good. Anyway, and then this one I actually got like 8 of these ones, and this I actually think is the best one because it's this awesome surfer T-shirt. Again, all over print, just really, really super cool. So I got 10 of them. I paid $40 a piece for them, and I plan to price them at $200 a piece, hoping I will get at least $150, which I think is fair for dead stock, hand painted, really, really cool Oliver Prince t-shirts. There you go. You done giggling?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Are you done?
Am I done? No, I wanted to say really quick. I actually put Derrick's Instagram link in the description down below because so he lives in Kentucky. He has access to practically unlimited sourcing, I swear. And I know that he's been wanting to move more towards wholesaling. And he does do some wholesaling, but he could do a lot more. So I just want to put his stuff down below because I've, and now more so, it's really hard to find trustworthy, dependable people that you can buy from like online and bulk buy from. And Derrick is one of those people. What are you pointing at?
I'm pointing at the time so we can keep moving along.
Sandra? Where are we at now? 73? 74? Some people want to go home. Anyway, why are you like raining on Derrick's parade here? I'm trying to give a shout out to our bro, and you're like telling me to move it along.
I'm not raining on Derrick's parade.
Okay, I will wrap it up and give it back to Vikki. please, if you are wanting to buy some.
Oh, I don't want you to give it back to me. You only did 3 things. I'm just saying, move it along and start.
But don't tell me that in the middle of I'm trying to help Derrick out. If you are looking to buy bulk vintage t-shirts, bulk vintage, hit up Derrick. Go find him, the Vintage Fiend, on Instagram. He always has stuff. And let me tell you, the faster he can sell the stuff he has now, the faster he can go out and get more of it and even more awesome stuff. So please check him out because he really is a cool dude. And he is very, very dependable. And that's what I really like about him. So, and
I'm just intently waiting.
You're a liar. You're making this very awkward.
Next.
So I bought a bunch of stuff from a seller on eBay that has I think they have 4,000 listings, but all their t-shirts are priced anywhere from $17 to $23. And so I ended up buying I think 13 different t-shirts from them. So I got a few things, one of which was this amazing all over. Are you attacking my trash?
No, it was all bent. You couldn't see what it was. I was fixing it.
You're very violently. Anyway, this is a really cute panda t-shirt. I love it.
Panda?
All over prints.
It's a raccoon
not panda,
t-shirt.
sorry.
What the hell's the matter with you?
Not a panda.
Do I need to get out my kindergarten books? What animal is this?
It's a raccoon, a trash panda. That's why I was saying panda. Trash panda. Anyway, sorry, I got the giggles now. Fantastic t-shirt. I think I paid $20 for it. Love it, love it, love it. Same seller. Bought this Utah Park City ski t-shirt. You know, you gotta love the skiing, the freestyle in front of the moon, in the moonlight, guys. Another one from that same seller. This another amazing ski t-shirt. And this is is there an actual term for the whole roll sleeve thing? I just call it roll sleeve because it's where it's the double material, so that you
double collar.
Yeah.
Roll sleeve.
So it's just a really cool Ulta Utah. Not quite an all over print.
Counting. 75, 76.
Same seller again. This amazing 1992 Star Trek The Next Generation 5th anniversary t-shirt that has a list of all the episodes on the first 5 seasons.
Oh,
I bet you can't wait to get your hands on this t-shirt. I bet you can't wait.
I'm good, thanks.
Star Trek. Anyway, again, all these t-shirts I paid anywhere from $16 to $20 for. I got 3 more from the same seller. So Kennedy Cougars, all over print volleyball t-shirt. Amazing, amazing. Elephant, all over print. Again, all these I paid $16 to $20 a piece for. And all these all over print ones, I usually price at $100.
Everybody wants to know what size is the Star Trek.
It's not a real big one. It's either a small or a medium, maybe a medium. Yeah, that one's medium. It's a medium. It's a really nice condition. Really, really cool. And then the last one, I'll give it back to you. Again, from that same seller. Here is, what is this? Florida State. Just a really, this one's actually dead stock.
That one's pretty good.
All over print.
Florida State Seminoles.
Football. Yep. Look at you, sportsy. Look at you, sportsy. There you go. Pew, 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 pew. Bam. All right, go back to you.
So I don't have too much, but one of the things that I picked up at Savers, which I think I never ever find perfumes or lotions or things like that at Savers. I think it's more their policy that they don't put them out, at least the ones that I normally go to. But this was a gift set that I found. It's still in the box. The box is pretty banged up, but it is Givenchy. So, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just it's still brand new. So I paid $4.50 for this, and it does sell for about $75, these 3-piece sets. I'll probably sell it for a little bit less just because it's all banged up and scratched, but the packages, the things inside, I mean, are open and they're full, are not open and they're full. So, If anybody likes that scent, let me know. I don't even know what the heck it smells like, but very irresistible.
Ooh, very irresistible.
That's the brand.
Wow.
I always pick up good perfumes and things like that, especially the discontinued or the older bottles. But that particular one, I don't know. I think it's Savers that gets rid of them. I usually get them at estate sales and garage sales and stuff. This was another fun one. Picked this up our last day. I picked this one up our last day at Salvation Army last weekend, and it was 50% off. So it was $7.50.
Sorry.
So somebody in the chat is asking, where are we from? We are in Las Vegas. Information about us is below us in the chat. We are trying to do a show. So for the 4th time, there's your answer. For the 3rd time, I suppose. Well, I mean, you know, yeah. You're in a chat and throwing out questions. We're in the middle of trying to do a show, and if you don't want to wait, then you know, no need to be an ass about it. So this is an animated vintage Taz. It's Christmas, so it's like 2 feet tall, and it's got these wings that come off it, so it's like an angel Taz. It's pretty cool. This one sells for, I'll sell it for probably about $125 or so. There are none, and there are none that have sold anytime in the last year that are exactly like this, but. So,
well, that was one of the ones like we weren't even sure if we were going to go anywhere on the way home, and then we hit 2 Salvation Armies and found a bunch of really cool stuff. I think you found like a kind of a bigger ticket item at each of those stores. Anyway, all right, do you have more?
Yeah, I do. All right, let's see. This one I have from. This actually was something Dana gifted to me. It was given to Dana. She didn't want to sell it for obvious reasons. It's a big, huge, heavy, hard good product, and she wants no part of that. So I didn't even know if it worked or not, but I didn't have any money invested in it. But it's just, sorry, it's an awkward box to pick up. So it's just one of these Breville juice makers. It's not new, but it's in like brand new condition inside. It has been used, but everything is with it. I'll test it, just plug it in just to make sure everything works or looks like it works, but I can't imagine that it doesn't. This does sell for about $100 or so. So I'm pretty.
That's like one of those things I would have bought and used 1.5 times.
Exactly, which is what I think happened. I think someone did use this 1.5 times.
Yeah, and then
the pieces for this even sell pretty well. So I'm going to sell it for probably close to $100, but it's real heavy. It's got to go in an exterior box. It will not be free shipping. Not at all on that one. And let's see.
Unless you put it on Etsy.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. So, oh, Katy found this for me when we were wandering around in Arizona last weekend. Got a little vintage New Kids on the Block.
Let's see some singing in the chat.
Step by step. Ooh, baby. Anyway, so yeah, I thought this was pretty fun. I paid a tag still on it. I think I paid. So it was 50% off. I paid $225.
Ooh.
It's just the top sheet, unfortunately. If it were the full set, they sell really, really well. But it's just the top sheet, and it is a little faded. But I think I'll probably still get it like $35, $45 for it.
Yeah, but the great thing about top sheets is they can make other stuff out of them.
Exactly.
Like maybe I'll buy it from you, and I'll make myself some shorts to wear out and about on the town this weekend.
You could. Who knows?
Because you'd let
Who
me.
knows? No, I wouldn't. But
I bet Crystal would make me shorts out of those, or a jumper.
Crystal, if you're watching this,
I want a shorts.
You need to say no.
A short sleeve onesie made out of that, Crystal. So if you're watching now or watch, I don't think I've seen her in the chat.
Because I think she's listing right now. Anyway, this is a vintage blanket. It's a Mary Engelbright. Which I could usually tell just by looking at something that it's Mary Engelbright. There's always these really bright colors and designs. This one, the last Mary Engelbright I had I sold for $100. Mm-hmm. So this one doesn't have the tag on it, but this will probably sell for about $75. Again, always look in the blankets. I love blankets.
You got like 11 or 12 of them last weekend, didn't you?
I did. And this one, another one. This is actually vintage Disney parks. I've actually sold this exact blanket before.
I found this one too, didn't I?
You did. You found this one too. I've sold this exact blanket. I think I sold for like $50 last time.
Christmas one.
Paid $5 or $6 for it. And I've got one more thing, and then you can do a pile of stuff.
One more, like your last thing, or
I have some clothes, but they're nothing great. So I'll be done.
I'll be done. Over it?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
So one of the things I picked up was I had picked up a big lot of Weebles and Fisher Price things. I actually paid $75 for a lot. It's basically 5 buildings and all the accessories that go with it. And they're all used. But this particular one, I've sold 2 of them already. And I just wanted to, this is the Weebles, it's the ranch.
Did you sell the camper one?
I sold the camper one. It's just this cute little ranch house. And then it's got, do you guys remember Weebles?
The camper one was really cute and it had a little motorcycle with it.
This one is real cute because this has all the accessories with it, but this is what I thought was cute. So it's got the little covered wagon, and look at this little horse. The horse is a little Weeble too, and it's got this little dude. He sits in the horse.
Cute.
The horse is probably my favorite one. So these are vintage 70s Weebles toys. I think I have this listed for, like I said, I paid $75 for 5, I think. So whatever, let's call it like $16, $17 a piece with all the accessories. I think I have this one listed for $75 itself. It's really cute. I love these little things. I had a lot of fun. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Yep. So I had a lot of fun playing with them, cleaning them, trying to put them together and figure out what went with what. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, they're awesome. I think they're cute.
They're really cute. And they're very big nostalgic pieces for people of our age bracket.
I think I was too young.
I think they came. You are too young for them. Actually, Weebles were more of a 70s, early 80s thing. But then they came back in the 90s, and I don't think they did as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
That's it. That's it. That's all I got right now.
All right. So I bought a few more things. I bought another batch of things from Greg, the ballet picker. It was over in Massachusetts. He actually went back to the old guy that had, like, I don't know, he had like 3 big buildings full of old like travel t-shirts, destination like touristy t-shirts. And so he got a bunch of them. I'd have to pick out the ones that I really liked. And this one I think is actually really cool. I love any of the national park t-shirts. I love finding like Yellowstone or what's the other big one that now my mind's gone completely blank, but anyway,
Zion, stuff like that.
Yeah, I love all that stuff. So, but there were a bunch of Yellowstone ones, but I really like this one because I like the bear. I like his little outfit, and I like how he's got a little boom box that he's carrying with him. And it says on it, "Forget the beaches, give me geysers." I just think it's really, really cute. So I got this one. I mean, I probably paid like, I think all the t-shirts I got from him, I paid $15 to $20 for. I don't remember exactly with this one, but look at how Kitty is. But I do really well with Yellowstone t-shirts. Any of the national park t-shirts, I do, the vintage ones I do really well with. And then I got this really cool, it's kind of like that skiing one.
That looks just like the skiing one.
Right. This whole style of like, it's sort of all over print, but it's more of like a double-sided wraparound. But I love the colors on this, and I love the deer there. And these ones are, you know, when you see these, they always have like different locations on them. So this particular one says Lake George, New York, but I'm sure that they probably have ones that say Yellowstone on them or whatever, with the exact same design. So just, I think they're really cool looking. I like them.
Martha asked, are the national parks open? I'm not entirely sure. I do know they opened up Red Rock here. They had Lake Mead closed unless you were a season ticket holder, and they did open up Red Rock National Park here. I don't know about anywhere else.
But I think they just open the scenic drive.
Yes.
But there's not.
I don't know if you can go. I don't know if you can go hiking or not, or if you can just drive through.
All right. So show before last. So 2 weeks ago, I was showing t-shirts that I got from Greg, and somebody said something about King's Dominion, and so he actually went back and found one, a King's Dominion t-shirt. I don't remember who it was that said that in the chat, or in the comments or whatever. So if it was you, let me know, because check it out. If I don't hear from you, I guess I'll go back to the video and see if I can find it. But King's Dominion, I don't even know what King's Dominion is.
It's an amusement park.
Yeah. It doesn't really look like an amusement park t-shirt. It's kind of
no.
But anyway.
Oh, so, Sandra said it was her.
Was it Sandra? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. There you go. Anyway, just a really cool little puffy words on it. Very, very cool. And probably my favorite thing I got from him this time, though, and he had 2 of these, and I will tell you, I got both of them. Speaking of awesome skiing shirts, check this out. The Ski Apache. Now this one,
the long sleeve with the stripes, with the mock neck.
With the mock neck, and double-sided wraparound. Like, what a cool shirt. I think it's super cool. He had 2 of these. These I paid $20 a piece for. It is awesome. Like
checking all the boxes, and it feels like, so it's a t-shirt, but then it's got like turtleneck cuffs.
Yeah.
The mock turtleneck neck and the turtleneck cuffs.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I would wear this skiing. I think it would be pretty cool.
Yeah, if you were a skier.
I am a skier. I haven't skied in years, but I do ski. I do like to ski. All right, so I'm down to just the last couple of things. This last week, I did order a few just one-off items from different different sellers online. I believe this was an eBay pickup. I mean, come on, guys. Tucson, 1995. This is like a
women's bowling championships.
Women's International Bowling Congress.
Oh, Congress.
Look at that. It's such a ridiculous t-shirt.
I love it.
I like how the woman looks like this is from 1995, but I'm like, did they take a picture of a woman bowling from the 50s or something? Like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, kind of weird. And then it's on a road map of Arizona. So
pretty cool.
A little bit of an odd design, but I love it. I think it's pretty cool. And then I got this awesome Oliver Prince beach gear t-shirt we've got some.
It shows up really well in the camera.
Yeah, we've got some surfers. We've got what are those?
It's a sailboat.
But it's the kind where they're
regatta.
Huh?
Regatta.
Yes, that's what it is. Anyway, just a really cool t-shirt. So we got that, and then the last thing I got, which I love, is this really cool Super Bowl.
I think this is my favorite thing you got all week.
Yeah, it's this really cool 1989 Super Bowl 24 sweatshirt.
New Orleans. I think
really heavy.
Dead stock. Is it dead stock?
I think it might be.
It might be dead stock. It's puffy paint. It's super bright.
Heavy. But it's just really cool because it's New Orleans, so it's got the whole jazz theme going on. I paid $30 for this. I think they had this listed for $50 or something like that, or $45, and I made an offer for $30. They accepted right away, so I bought it. But it's just a really cool sweatshirt. I'll probably price it
Valet Picker said I threw that King's Dominion shirt in at no cost.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully you find who wanted it.
Thanks, Greg. You're the best. Anyway, yeah, so this is, I'll try to get $150 for this. But
I don't think it's dead stock. It does have a little crack. It has some cracks on it.
Well, but that could just be because it's so thick. Because speaking of Greg, I had gotten some really cool shirts from him. There's one that I didn't even show. That's like a Hike Maryland t-shirt, and the back is just this huge graphic, but it has cracks in it, which he told me when I got it. But it's sometimes when the printing is so thick, it's like just having it.
That one is really thick.
Folded up, it ends up doing that on its own. So I don't know. Anyway, just a really cool pickup from the old eBay for 30 smackaroons. All right, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Bye. You more? You don't have more?
No, I don't need more.
Sheesh.
But I appreciate the effort to be involved. I appreciate that you really gave a lot today.
I did. I'm glad you noticed. I really did.
I want you to do that more often. It makes me laugh. It's very entertaining.
So I'm sorry to the one person who watched our show for the first time and decided to be all pissy in the chat because I didn't answer their question right away.
Yeah.
Clearly we interact with our people in chat all the time or we wouldn't know who they all were.
Yeah.
But there was no need to be a bitch about it. So I don't know who that person
Well,
was.
yeah, if this is your first time watching, I think you know who the nice one is. Let's just say that.
Sorry, I'm so sorry that I did not answer your demand in our chat for the show that we do for free.
All right.
For people all the time.
Let's wrap this up, guys. It's 3:34. We're 4 minutes over the 90-minute mark. How do you feel about that?
All right.
Can we look at that picture just one more time?
Liz, just stop. You're done? Just start.
Can you grab that game for me? Oh, it's right here. I don't even have to rely on you to play along with me. I just want to talk about this. I just want to look at it one last time, guys. I know what we're doing tonight. Guys, this is just romantic. Romantic.
The construction toy of the future.
Can't you tell?
Honey, it's like you wrote it. There's something magical.
Yeah.
About this.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Nature's hidden patterns. I can't believe it. Nature's hidden patterns of love. All right. Busting that out tonight. It's going to make up for that Saved by the Bell debacle. Tell you that.
Weirdo. Oh, we got another Betty Sue Long. Long or Song? I can't read. Sorry. Betty Sue Long. There you go. It was
First
too.
Hi, Betty.
Welcome.
I'm
Thanks
sorry
for
that
watching the show.
I'm sorry we're wrapping things up here now, but we appreciate all of you guys coming and hanging out with us. And we will see you on Wednesday. I don't know what we're doing on Wednesday.
Kimberly wants to know, can you video that and put it on YouTube? No.
Inappropriate. Inappropriate. What kind of people do you think we are? All right. Jacob Fufu, who has been entertaining me a lot in the chat, playing with Sandra, gave a $3 super sticker. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, but seriously, guys, we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to go get a snackety snack, and I'm going to do some listing.
Don't go, girl. Sandra's singing. Sorry, little New Kids on the Block.
If you're going to sing it, I told you this before, if you're going to sing it, mean it. Mean it. Don't get timid. Belt it out there.
I missed your poem, Jinx. I didn't like my snort-worthy poem. I missed the poem. I'm sorry. I'll have to go back and scroll through the chat and see if I can find it.
Yeah, yeah. All right, what are you doing with the rest of your day?
I am going to try, yes. Other than that, I'm going to try and list. I took a lot of pictures. I'm going to try and get some stuff listed. eBay was being wonky earlier and not letting me upload photos. I feel like, why are you doing, why are they doing fake? Well, I guess it's a good time.
We're back. We're back. All right, we're gonna go though.
And we're gonna keep doing the hashtag. Thank you, Kimberly, for reminding us. Everybody, we are all on the same team here, and yeah, let's. We don't get into political stuff, and we're not gonna do it here. But we have friends of every color, race, religion, sexual orientation, and gender, and we love you all. So.
We do.
Hashtag don't be a dick.
Yeah, unless you're asking too many questions. Hashtag we'll be dicks. Hashtag we'll be dicks. Hashtag she'll be a dick.
That's it. It's me.
I don't know. Bye.
Bye.